Have you ever felt this? Lying in bed at 1 in the morning, scrolling your phone, a heavy tightness grips your chest. A former classmate closed on a house, an old co-worker posted a flashy promotion, and the whole feed lights up for everyone. Someone younger than you made a fortune off the latest market trend, and now you simply cannot stop comparing to their daily wins. Why is everyone sprinting ahead while I am completely stuck? You are not alone. A whole generation feels this same quiet pull. This is not everyday jealousy. It is the lethal mix of fear of missing out and social status anxiety breathing down necks. To understand why other people's wins make us hurt, look back 50,000 years to our ancestors around the tribal fire. Falling behind in the social hierarchy did not bruise the ego alone. It risked death when the tribe cast you out for good. The brain is wired to scan and calculate where you stand, so today it still runs that same old tally against every stranger. Here lies the catastrophe of the century. Your ancestors weighed themselves against a tiny local tribe of only 50 or 100 folks. Now your ancient brain compares your dull daily routine to the absolutely shining peak moments of each of 8 billion other people online. You no longer compete with your next-door neighbor. You compare your unedited, exhausting behind the scenes to everyone else's glowing reel. Status anxiety also attacks your wallet through two clear economic mechanisms, and the first is blatant lifestyle inflation creeping in. When co-workers buy newer cars and friends book high-end dinners, your brain reads, "Keep up," or you get left behind entirely. You start buying things you do not actually care about, with money you have not truly secured, to impress people you barely like. The second mechanism is fear of missing out. When the hype of others rises, steep and blind panic drowns all logic. You jump into the market at the absolute top simply because you cannot bear the thought of being left out of the trade. You burn out working overtime just to fund that facade, while your actual net worth and your inner peace remain at zero. However, the heaviest cost is not money at all. It is the total destruction of your cognitive bandwidth while chasing their relentless pace. Alain de Botton once said, "Frustration is never about having little. It truly begins when you expect to match the person beside you." Society hands you a rigid default timeline. Own a house by 25, achieve that job by 30, track by 35. But that default timeline ignores the clean reality. Every person begins at their own private start line, carrying different burdens. So, how do you step off this turning hamster wheel? You need 3 fundamental mental shifts to take back your own lane. First, define your own enough. Write the exact baseline cost and simple life that gives you peace, not a number. When you at last accept your own finish line, other people's races stop threatening you. That real clarity becomes a very bright flag. Second, set a lifestyle stop-loss at once. Cut all the vanity spending and social shows that drain your capital down to zero. And cutting those silly expenses out is the single highest return on any money decision you can make, worth far more than purchases. Third, switch from horizontal to vertical views. Stop comparing yourself against everyone here and check who you were last year. If you hold one new skill, a modest emergency cushion, and a truly peaceful night of sleep, you are winning big already today. Life is not a 100-meter sprint for a single trophy. It is a long game that quietly compounds. Thanks for watching. So, when someone hits any milestone online, give an honest, calm nod, then lock your screen tight and go lay your own bricks.